Hello, this is Kim. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I have a genuine question for you guys. For the red pill,
Um, just for a disclaimer, fair use, fair use. Um, just checking out what she has to say, but just wanted to put that in there.
guys, I want to know, how is dating going? A genuine question. I watch a lot of content from the manosphere, right? And I can agree with a lot of things, right? Because they are really highlighting women that you should avoid dating, or women that do not follow certain values. But the thing that I kind of, in everything, there's always a bad side, right? Some men, these videos are actually doing the opposite of what it should be doing. So I'm gonna get into it. Like I said, I agree with a lot of things from the manosphere and the red pill. The thing is, this is not all women. Just like when women go for a certain type of guy and then complain about it, people are quick to say, well, you chose this guy. You chose him.
The
That's your
Walt.
choice. You don't want to go for the nice guy. You don't want to go for this guy. You want to go for this. It's the same thing,
Why are
because
you
what
saying
I'm
those
seeing
terms
is that
for?
these same dudes making these videos or making this content,
Mhm.
they're going for the girls that they're just saying that they're against. They're actually going for the girls that they're talking bad about. Like, I've seen some cases that I'm like, where is the credibility in that? I feel like the focus is so much on a certain type of woman, mostly. Like, the majority of the women that they have show up in their podcasts or in their videos, or the women that they show in their videos, are often the same type of woman when I think about it. The majority, okay? Including this type of women in their videos for sure is going to generate a lot of views. So I understand that. I understand that point.
Smart.
Get your views up. Some
hold on. Let me give her a. Um, before I let her keep going, I wanted to say that I do agree that that a lot of the guys in this space, what I recognize is a lot of them feel like they deserve a certain type of level of chick, no matter what level they are at in life. And I've seen that a lot. Like a lot of these dudes, they'll claim all men stand together and this and that. And then with Dirty Mac, when like a chick like this or another content creator, they'll be fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of it's kind of weak to me, in my opinion. But I do agree with her that a lot of the dudes in this space, a lot of them don't practice what they preach. Recently, like Cooley, we reviewed Cooley on our channel a lot. A lot of his, the new Fugazi podcast, we've done a lot of their videos, reactions and stuff. And recently he came out to be with a whole single mom and all this other stuff. And it's just like, you know, y'all can't preach against something and then not practice it, or at least when you express these thoughts or these ideals or this philosophy, you gotta be very exact on what you're trying to pinpoint in these discussions, because then now it leaves it open for, it's like, I thought you guys say don't date single moms. See, now they can accuse you of, and then he tried to clean it up by saying, well, um in one of his other videos about, like, not all women can be mothers, and when they're single, at least when she's a single mom, she knows how to be a mom. I'm just like, but you didn't, that's not what you said previously in your previous videos. But the other point is the type of girls that they bring onto their stuff, right? This is another factor too. It's just to clickbait, right? It's just to get the people to click on the video, right? To,
Yeah,
marketing.
especially if you've seen the whatever podcast. Yeah, them females, they're just dumb.
It's just like a just a way to, put the sugar out to grab put the milkshake to bring all the deuce to the yard. You know what I'm saying? So she's on point on that. I ain't gonna hold you. So far, she is definitely on point.
some people can watch these videos and, take whatever they want, or just, get an opinion, get a second point of view, and that's fine. I think that's how you should tune into these videos. I watched so many videos on both sides, complaints from women and men, and I have some things that I agree with and some things I disagree with. And I also have to be real with myself. Like, the reality is, it's not perfect, and nobody's perfect, and we're always gonna find something wrong with it with each other, honestly. But the thing is, you need to know what you're looking for, and to not accept anything. That's the first step. But to be focusing on the wrong type of people is stopping you from actually finding the right type of people. I feel like for some men, after watching a lot of these videos, it's like the brain starts thinking all women are exactly like this. Like, oh no, like, and then if you have been rejected in the past, even worse. It's like these type of
Amplify that.
videos, especially the toxic ones, where I feel like they fuel a lot of like hate. I feel like certain type of content kind of wants to keep the man feeling down, you know? So the thing is, you have to think, are these videos doing any good for me? Okay. Yes, there are facts. They bring out good points. But are they encouraging you to actually find the right woman, or are they
Oh no, she knows too much.
Gotta take it to a corner.
It's funny because I remember Anthony Spade said the same thing. A lot of this space, they get a dopamine hit when dudes are saying what they've been feeling, the pain that they've been feeling, and then the dudes are expressing it in the video, it pulls them in. It's kind of like a cult in a way. You know, a cult is only as strong, you know, when the whatever the cult believes in can draw those people in, you know what I'm saying? So it got to a point where it was about learning the truth about certain dynamics when it comes to relationships and society at large, and things that as a dude you can do to like put things in your back pocket to protect yourself. Now it got to the point where it's just like it's an echo chamber to release my rage. You know that the RP rage what they talk about. And it's
Hmm.
like you could be in that phase for a long time, because what hurts the most is just knowing that once you discover a lot of these things, you feel like a fool because you've lived your life probably uniquely to how you are, but how you are, maybe you were a nice guy, maybe you was taken advantage of by other people. So when you discover a lot of these things, it makes you mad, you know, and it gets to the point where you're consuming a lot of the content to make yourself to have some safe havens, have some like wow, like but at some point you have to grow. You have to understand now that you know what are you gonna do about it. And I feel like that's the next step to take. But a lot of dudes get stuck in that phase because it's a lot harder for us to move on in life. And for people in general.
Yeah.
But for dudes especially, it's a lot harder to move on, you know?
And they haven't seemed to graduate from their
They're
original spot.
correct. So they had, you know, they got to see some success in their life. And I feel like once you do that, then it'll be easier to deal with understanding the bitter truth, you know.
encouraging you to just feel a bit more discouraged and hate and start being triggered by any woman that just shows up? Any woman that has something to say, you're ready to like, I need to humble her, I need to do this. And guys, that is showing that there's some unhealed stuff going on inside. They know what they're doing. Like, they're trying to keep men in that mindset, which is not really that positive when you think about it. I think what you need to ask yourself is, after watching this video, how do I feel? Do I feel like, okay, I'm more confident? Do I feel good vibes? Do I feel happy after watching this video? Or do I feel like angry? Am I thinking about some things from the past that don't make me feel so good? Do I feel discouraged in dating? Do I feel like all women are like this? Because that can be an indicator that these videos are not doing you any good. Because the reality is, there are some good women out there, just like there are some good men out there. And I understand the frustration on both sides. Typical modern women that they're talking about to look out for, this is what you're actually going to be looking for without you even knowing it, because you're just so used to talking about these women, seeing videos about these women, and it's like you're going to be looking for that. So for some reason, I don't know why, or you're going to be attracting it because for some reason your focus is on them. While you're there looking at these women that you're like, yeah, she's probably this, she's probably that, there's probably a woman right there, right next to you, that you're not really paying attention. All I'm saying is that we need to.
It's funny, and you don't even need that type. You don't even need to go through this content to realize that. Like we were having the conversation earlier with a certain type of individual in my life right now. Um, he was blind to the girls that actually liked him, but it's crazy because he would give his attention to the girls that didn't like him, but then the girls that did like him he would make fun of because maybe he wasn't attracted to them or whatever the case is. But it's like, bro, you can't be a hypocrite because those girls that you want to give attention to, they don't like you the same way. They think you ugly or you're fugly or whatever you are, you know? And yet you're over here trying to improve yourself so you can get them, but they never liked you as you naturally were. So as soon as the Cinderella phase leaves, when that shoe gets, this is the male version. When you lose those muscles and you lose those tattoos or you lose that status, she gonna be gone with it too. You know what I'm saying? You'd rather somebody that took you for as you were and then you self improve for yourself, but she was with you through the process, and that's somebody that you should cherish and care about. But a lot of these dudes ain't trying to hear that. They like, nah, I want the baddie. I want the baddest of the bad. I gotta get this.
Give me the 10 out of 10.
Yeah, boy. I don't want nothing low quality. I want the high quality, but it's just like, if you want the high quality, what are you willing to do to even be there? And then once you even get there, you're gonna realize, oh man, I don't even really like these people like that. Exactly. Because you realize it was a superficial outlook from the get-go. I just gonna give her, man. She's on point, man. She's on point, man. It's nice, and also it's nice to see a girl who can be even-headed. I say,
Level-headed.
yeah, level-headed. She's not trying to, like, you know, act like she understands that there's truth in some of the points, but then she can also disagree with also some of the points. You know what I'm saying? Some chicks, they don't see, no, they like, no, this is all, throw it out the window. They don't need to know this.
Yeah, that's true. But when every time when a attractive chick goes in this space, they sound cool in the beginning, and we just have to see how she goes from here on out.
Hey, gotta give him a chance, bro. Gotta give him a chance. Let's let her finish out real quick before we give our final thoughts.
To put our focus on the right things, because that's the issue. I feel on both sides, actually, that's the issue. Women and men so focused on the wrong things. And what are the solutions? Like, how is anything helping? I need to know how things are going. All right, guys, so let me know in the comments. I need to know some experiences, how you feel, and see you later.
Gotta clean it up with yeah. To answer her question, I don't, as because the question really depends on whether you're a man or a woman, right? And I'm gonna say from the men's side, I would say, like, dudes that understand this type of stuff, um at this point, once you've graduated, it's improving your life, right? Improving all the little aspects, how you look, the type of job you have, the career, are you really following your purpose, all this other stuff, right? But for me, the gripe that I have is, until, I've said this in so many videos, I sound like a broken record at this point. So it's to the point where we have to put laws in place that keeps both parties in check when they start acting out. And until that happens, these things are going to continue to exist. That's my take on that. But other than that, good on her part though. Great video. Great video.
Well, just to answer her question, just how the red pill has been affecting the men who has been consuming these videos or podcasts from it. It's just that when guys come in a certain place where they feel they've been mentally, emotionally beaten down, and to have somebody out there who speak about these certain things that they're going through, and they're able to relate to that individual and able to hold on to them based on how they're feeling and how their emotions are going through at that time. they kind of seem as, wow, that's somebody that can actually understands what I'm going through, and also telling me the uncomfortable, kind of like the uncomfortable truths of what's going on with what women are doing and how they're operating, and how so these certain things has affected other guys, not just him in this situation, but other guys that are similar like him, who are also affected, and that in itself can bring, it can be, wow, that's come to like, wow, this information I'm getting is cool, but then it can slowly, you know erupt into something that's very negative. They become bitter, they become very angry, they just become not the, how should I say it, they're not becoming themselves due to what the falsehoods they've been taught throughout their whole life. And these guys that have gone through this and just listening and watching these content creators in the red pill space, I mean, yes, it is a good thing. I just feel like if you consume this type of content, it's just good that you just able to take the knowledge from it and just leave it at that, and just somehow apply it. But for those who are like also taking it and just putting so much emotion on it, and having so
Sitting on it.
much having so much a heavy hearted mind and heart, it just brings about a negative spirits how they view women, and how they're gonna deal with them, and don't want to put themselves in a place where they're gonna feel like they're gonna be cheated again. And I just feel like in general, when you get too far in the deep end, you get in a place where like you already kind of hostile, and you already have your guard up very high, in a sense where like if any woman or lady, especially if she's
You
attractive.
could have had a good partner, but now you lost that good partner because of the pent up feelings you had of being in the space too long.
Yeah, so it kind of brings you to a space where like you can't really open yourself up and try to interact with this with women who could be actually genuinely interested in you, but just that those feelings you had in your mind, and the combination of what the red pill stuff that you watched and consumed is like, it's kind of hard for you to transition and not get wrapped in how you're gonna deal with this lady that's in front of you. So I just want to say, all in all, that you know it's good to learn information and what to do with it, but just the fact that if it lingers too much and you're having this red pill rage and still have this heavy hearted mindset, it's not gonna be a healthy route for you to go to, because it can affect how you move and how you treat other people, especially women. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Oh, like the saying goes, too much of anything is bad for you, right?
So, you guys have anything you wanna comment about her points or the video in general, or what we said about her video, just please let us know in the comment section down below. And one thing I just wanted to add, that help us reach 2K subscribers before the year is over. It'd be greatly appreciated. And also, if you want to help us out or get the merch as well, we have the link in the description down below.
Mhm.
So once again, we appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. If you guys have any recommendations or feedback, you hit us up on the social media or email down below. And we see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
I can hear you breathe.